guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys the long awaited updated how to make a thumbnail on your iPhone. So the first app that I'm going into is called Moldiv, and this is where I'm going to make the main background. You want to make sure that it's 16 by 9 sizing, and then to get rid of the border. So now I'm adding in my background, which is just a screenshot of my thumbnails on my channel. We're going to use that. I think this looks really nice. So make sure you save that. And then the next app that we're going to go into is PicsArt. Alright, so now on PicsArt, we're going to be pressing the plus sign and scrolling all the way down and choosing that transparent background. Here I'm going to be adding in my emojis and any like overlays that I want to use for my thumbnail. So right now I'm just searching emojis and I'm just looking through them to see which ones I want to use. I like that these ones are like edited emojis. They're not like the same basic ones that you have. They're like, you got a little spin to them. So I wanted to use these. So I'm just scrolling through to look and see which ones I wanted to use. I was thinking about that flower one with the little eyes, but I went with the ones at the top, which is a heart, and another one which has, I think, a halo. So yeah, I'm just scrolling through, but feel free to use whichever ones you want. Emojis really, add a little kick to your thumbnails. You guys see them a lot on like those trendy thumbnails. So this is what I'm showing y'all. So I did this one right here, and then I added a shadow to it, and then you make sure that you save that. And then once you do that, you're gonna just X that out and then choose your other emoji, and then I'm adding a shadow as well again, and then I'm just gonna save that image. So I have my emojis. Now I want to find a recording screen. I do already have one downloaded, but I wanted to see if like there was one more updated. So I just typed record, and then these are all the options that showed up. Now that like after I did the thumbnail, I was like, I probably should have chosen a different one, but hey, do it to your liking. So I ended up choosing this one right here, and then I added a highlight to it. So it looks like this, and then I'm adding a shadow, black shadow, and then I added like a highlight to it as well. I wanted it pink, like a hot pink, and then I just adjusted the amount, and then I saved that. And then those are the PNG images that I'm using from PicsArt, and then I'll make my text on Phonto. So if you just save this PNG image just like that with nothing on it, when you go into Phonto, you can just open up that PNG image. I do already have one saved to my phone, so that's why you'll just see me go to a folder that I have marked as thumbnail material, because I have a PNG image in there already, which is just like a clear white image, but it shows up as a PNG. So now we're adding our text, and I'm using that Fortnite font. It's called Burbank. And I just downloaded that online. I can put the link in the description box so that y'all can use it as well. So I started putting the whole thumbnail, or the channel, not the channel, the whole thumbnail title here. But then I decided that I'm going to just do it in 2 parts because I want to change the color of each line. So this first line with the how to, I'm going to make it pink. And it's going to have like a gradient type of effect to it. And, very similar to how you see like those fonts on the thumbnails. And I showed you guys this in my last trendy thumbnail tutorial as well. This is just a little bit different. I just added something different to this one because I like how it looks with a white stroke on it. So here we are, just playing around, really seeing what I like here. I did think this was cool, but I just didn't really like how I feel like it would wash out once I placed it on my thumbnail background. So I went ahead and did the second part, and then I'm going to be changing it a little bit. This part just says thumbnail on iPhone, and I do use the curve tool to make it like bend. And yeah, so for this color, I'm going to be doing gray. I really wasn't sure what color I wanted to do, but I went with the gray, and it still looks pretty nice. So it looks 3D, which I like. And then we're adding our shadow, which is going to be similar to the colors that are used in the font, in the color scheme, and then we're bending it or curving it. So then it looked like this, and I was like, I think I want to add the stroke to it. So I went ahead and added the white stroke, which makes it stand out a lot more, which I like. I think it looks a lot better this way. I messed up that part a little bit for a minute. And then, yeah, so we're going to do the white stroke. I did it at about 7, the width, 7, 8, and then it looks like this. So when you save it, make sure that you save it as a PNG so that it saves with a transparent background. And now we're going to go into Superimpose. So this is the paid version of Superimpose, but you do not have to get the paid version. But because I know I use this app a lot, I was fine with paying for it. So I'm inputting my background photo. Just make sure that you make the sizing the 16:9. That is very key to make sure that is the correct thumbnail size, so you won't have any issues. So then I'm going to go over to the blur option under filter, and I'm going to just blur it a little bit because I don't want it to, distract from everything else I'm going to put in the photo. So this is just a photo of me. I just placed an outline on it. I know I didn't show you how to do this in this video, but if y'all want to see, I do have a separate video, which I will link in the description box as well. So yeah, so now I'm just, playing around with the background, changing the color. Of course, I'm going to make it pink. I think it looks really cute like this. It's just like a little distorted color scheme there. And then I'm going to fill the whole background with the fill tool. And then you just drag it to what color you want. And I like this right here. It's a purple paint color. And then we're going to be adding in everything else to our backgrounds. This is where you get to play around and make it your own, which is my favorite part of doing thumbnails. I'm making sure this is 16:9. Make sure all your dimensions are 16:9 as far as your background for your thumbnails, because you want to make sure that it can fit. So I just moved that down to make it go to the background, and I'm going to go ahead and add some other things that I have in my thumbnail folder. So I have emojis, I have the streak backgrounds, I have that Fortnite speed background. And when I added this, I felt like it was doing too much, so I went ahead and lowered that opacity so that it's not too much in the way. And then I already had the recording screen behind it, but I'm trying to make this extra for y'all so y'all can see exactly how it goes with the thumbnails. So this is a sun ray background, so you just search that up on Google and you'll find lots of these. Place it in the background, blended it to screen, and then I think I'm going to change it to overlay because it's kind of white and I want the pink to stand out a little bit more. So now I'm going to go ahead and add in those emojis and the text and all those things. So here's our first emoji. Excuse me. And so I'm just enlarging it, and then I'm going to place it behind my photo. And then I'm going to add some effect to it. I like to use this motion blur effect. It kind of gives it a, it just looks really cool. It looks really cool. So I'm use that. I just use a little bit of it, not too much, because I want you to still be able to see the emoji. And then I'm doing the same thing to this one. I'm going to do it to almost everything in the thumbnail. It just gives it a really cool effect, and it looks really nice and very eye-catching. So now we added in our text. I'm just enlarging the text right here so it looks like that, and I think the gray and the pink go very well with this. And then I'm adjusting the photo as well because I felt like it was too small, and then I'm just going to raise it up a bit so it looks like this. And so yeah, very cute. And I'm going to add some effects and everything. So that's how that's looking. I'm kind of feel like I want to add some more. I feel like it's kind of plain still. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more stuff. So here I'm adding that motion blur just a little bit. I don't want it to be too blurry. That's enough for me right there. And then I decided to add it to the text as well. But then I decided to add a different one, the zoom blur one, because I was just kind of, trying to add something different. So this is the zoom blur. You just have to play with it to get it to how you want. So I did it like this right here, and I was okay with that. So now I still want to add some more things to it. It's still not enough for me. Like, I feel like it's kind of, what do you call, scarce or sparse. So I'm gonna add some more emojis that I have downloaded, and you just do that the same way that I did in the beginning with PicsArt. So these are just all the emojis that I have downloaded, and then I'm gonna use this shocking emoji. I think that it'll fit in good right here, and then just moving it down so it's behind the photo, and then I'm gonna add that same motion blur effect, just a little bit of it, so it looks like that, which I really like. And then next I'm going to go ahead and fix that background because I did want it to be more pink, more brighter, a brighter pink. So you can see that here. So it's more like that purple pink color is more bright and stands out some more. So now I'm deciding if I'm okay with this. I think I am. So once you're done, you're gonna make sure you save it as a JPEG, and then you're gonna go into PicsArt for the final filter. And just to make this look more like stand out even more, go to effects and choose the HDR, and look at that, it looks fire. And I don't like it to be too much, so I just fade it a little bit, and then I just save it. And that's it, y'all. This is how I make my updated thumbnail, trendy thumbnail tutorial. Let me show y'all the thumbnail and the photo so y'all can see it. It looks like this. Very cute. Hope y'all like this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give me video suggestions down below in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.